Hello for the soul community, Jen here with a fascial flossing flow. So fascial flossing is a method I learned from the beautiful Bon Crotzer, and it attends to our fascia in a really specific way to help it become more pliable and functional. And since fascia makes up the acupuncture channels, it has the side benefit of nourishing our organs and the flow of chi in our bodies as well. So ultimately helping support our ability to recover and heal and just feel our best. So this is perfect as a standalone class, but also really powerful before our activities to get in tune with our body and warm things up at a deeper level. So what makes fascial flossing unique is we find engagement, or what you might feel as healthy tension within our tissues as we elongate. So it's a little different than traditional stretching, and it also offers us that potent opportunity to self-explore, allowing you to get the feel of how to nourish your own lines of tension and tissue density. So we'll use our mindful movement to flow and come home to our bodies and settle our minds. And in the end, we'll have 5 minutes of a centering prayer to soak in being present with God. So as always, take care of you, personalizing and adjusting as needed. You know your body best. We're going to use 2 blocks today and a blanket. I always like to have a blanket handy. And there's a playlist in the notes if you so choose, a link for that. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. And this is called the triple burner pull. So we're going to start on our forearms. The shoulders are roughly over the elbows. The knees are nice and wide. From here, the rib cage is nice and knitted in. And you guys, we're going to pull the elbows towards the knees. And as you do, then this is kind of an energetic, but I have the mat there and I'm grounded into the mat. So as I pull, you'll feel a little engagement activity through your center. So you're going to keep that pull, then sit the hips back towards the heels. Now relax as you come up. The nose is going to come up towards the hands, and then re-engage that pull as you sit back. So we're going to do this a few times, this pulsing, and this is part of that fascial flow, the beautiful kind of process of kind of feeling into these tissues. And hopefully you're feeling this nice like kind of lengthening, this beautiful kind of sensation of opening in the underarm area, maybe even to the back of the shoulders. And just enjoy that for a few more pulses here. Relax as you come up. You can exhale, pulling those elbows towards the knees and sitting back at the same time. So that engagement with the elongation of those tissues. Now, you guys, we're going to take a couple of kind of shifts to the side. So my right hip is going to go towards my right heel, and see if you can feel into that right line, down the right waist, kind of get a little different direction there, a few different tissues. We're going to just take 2 or 3 more here, wherever you're at. And then we'll go to the other side. So come on forward and sit back, left heel towards that left hip. And what's really cool about this triple burner is that it's kind of warming our whole system. Okay. Last one here. Now let's get to the top of the shoulders, the top of the trap, the neck. You're going to widen those forearms, take a fist with each of those hands. Now I'm pushing forward with my arms. So that's the engagement, and you'll feel that as you kind of energetically push forward, but the arms stay where they are. Then I'm coming forward with my body, almost like a little turtle coming out of its shell. So from here, you guys push and then come forward, and hopefully you're feeling this length between ear and shoulder as you do that. So keep that engagement as you come forward, feeling the top of the shoulders get a little bit wider, a little bit more space there. Now, for these last few, we're going to go ahead and turn the nose in different ways. So see if you can find some different angles there. One side you might notice needs a little bit more attention than the other, and that's good. This is you kind of following those pathways of kind of density in your own tissue. Where does your body need that attention today? Let's just do a few more here. You can always just stay center. And then, come on, through center, you can bring those knees in a little bit more hip width. Take that right arm under, thread it through that top arm, that left arm, elbows to sky. Now, palm is reaching, and let's take a little bit of a twist here. Those hips can really be anywhere. You can come down towards the hips. You can keep them up more kind of towards the sky. And then I'd like you to press just nice and gently into the back of the palm, the back of the forearm, and the back of the shoulder. It's kind of engaging, feeling that back body there for a moment. Relax. And let's do that a couple times. So press in and release. One more of those. That back shoulder line, that's that kind of fire channel there. Let's do the other side. So just switch. Palm is lifted. You can adjust where the hips are. That back of the hand, back of the forearm starts to press, and you might notice you're getting into that twist a little differently. We'll do that just a few more times, just nice and gentle. Thank you, spine, for everything that you do for us to move and live. Okay. Come on back through. All right, you guys, go ahead and grab your blocks. We're going to do some what's called monkey pumps. So take that right foot forward, that left knee's behind you. That back foot can be tucked or untucked, doesn't matter. But really what you want to focus on is pushing the heel into your mat and then hugging that heel back behind you. And as you do that, sit back. Now, you can lift that sole of the foot and finding that nice warming activation to the back of the hammy. You're going to feel a little calf in there. So this is more that medial hamstring. Yeah, this is the bladder line in our body, that traditional Chinese medicine acupuncture line. So you guys go ahead and just take a few more here in this medial place. And you can add any breath pattern that you'd like. Yeah. So maybe you're inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. And you can pick your pace. There's some days it feels a little better to go kind of quicker pace. Other times you might want to take it pretty slow and feel into those details a little bit more deeper. Right? Now you guys go ahead and take the hip and you're going to externally rotate it. So it looks like my ankle's doing the work, but it's actually coming from the hip. And then you're going to just take a few of those kind of pulses back and forth, getting into the outer line of the hip, of the calf. I feel a little bit in that IT band space. Okay. So let's say 2 or 3 more here, really mindfully following those pathways for you. And then take those blocks inside that right foot. We're popping into a warrior 2 stance. So that back foot's nice and grounded. And then from here, you guys, same thing, that heel is going to push and pull. And as I do, that back knee is going to start to bend. You can adjust those blocks as needed. And I'm pulling back. That foot can stay on the ground or that sole foot can lift. It's really, there's no right or wrong here. You're following your line of tension. This is that kidney meridian coming all the way up and through. And you can hopefully feel that really nice, beautiful link there happening. Okay, so keep the push, keep that elongation happening as you sit back with that engagement. Don't lose the engagement. All right, 2 more here. And then find your good old-fashioned warrior 2. So adjust those feet, wind those arms up, reverse, inhale. Exhale, side angle. So let's take a little bit of a dancing warrior here. Feeling some flow, some opening in the side body. Good. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. 1 more here. And then we're going to make our way to forward fold to the top of your space. So just step that back foot forward, find your forward fold. And I just invite you to feel into the difference between the sides. My whole calf and hamstring on my right leg feels just alive, a little bit more tended to, has a bit more energy and spark to it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to step back with that right foot, and let's start our monkey pumps on the left, sitting back. And then you can find whatever breath pattern is working for you, maybe inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back, and play with the sole of the foot there. Experiment to find your pathway of density so you can tend to your body in a really personal way. And let's just, for kicks, let's take these next couple really slow. What does it feel like to take it kind of at that slow-mo, moving through honey sensation? Okay, and then take that external rotation. So you're moving from the hip joint and you're still sitting back, keeping that nice, beautiful activation all through the calf, all through the hamstring, all of them. There's a lot of them, a lot of tissues, and they tend to be very dense. So hamstring kind of attention is good. It's good to do. Okay. Here we go. Take those blocks inside that left foot and then take that warrior 2 stance with the legs. Now, inhale, if you'd like, here on that breath pattern. Exhale, that back knee's going to bend and you're hugging that front heel back toward you. Let's take a few of these. Tending to that inner line now. Let's take 3, maybe 4 more. Can you get a little lighter onto these blocks here so you're not really collapsing, just finding that lightness. And then you guys, warrior 2, so kind of windmill those arms up, find your warrior 2, reverse inhale, exhale, side angle. So let's just dance this out a few times. Savoring this flowy, rhythmic kind of pattern. It's less about trying to stretch to get somewhere or fix something, but more just enjoying the movement in your body. Okay, last one. And make your way into downward dog. So taking those hips back, take any petals, moves, shifts. Find the mounds of the fingers, fingerprints there. And then from here, take that right leg up. Feel that front line of the body, that hip flexor space. And then inhale here, toes go high. Exhale, hug knee into chest. Let's take that just a few more times. Inhale, exhale, pull it through. Now this time we're coming all the way through into pigeon pose. We're going to get the outer part of the hip here. We're going to stay into high pigeon. So just bring that shin up as far as it feels comfortable, but I'd like you to stay high up. So I almost have like a fist width between my mat and my tush here. Give a little scissor or a little hug of those legs together. You can always use your blocks. Now we're going to dip forward, and I like to lead, like I kind of think leading with my belly button here, and then pressing into the shin to lift back up with my torso. So finding that long spine, inhale here. Exhale, press, and hopefully you can feel that outer fanning of that right glute. That's our focus here. And you can even kind of shift that hip out a little bit, find a new angle. Again, there's no right or wrong. You are exploring these tissues in your body. For the last 3, maybe you interlace those hands in the back. You might be a little sore here. I'm just saying, just a possibility. And release. Ground those hands, sit down on your tush. Take those feet in front of you and give them a little bit of a shake. Oh, that right hip, super alive. Now, take the hands behind you. Fingertips are reaching towards your tush here. I'm going to move this. Now, from here, the fingers can be angled out, no big deal. So you find your comfortable place, but I want your fingers to pull towards your hips. You're gonna feel that engagement to the front of the chest. Then from here, broaden and expand. Relax, inhale, pull the fingertips, engage, and then elongate. Let's take just a few more. If you're feeling it, you can keep going. Maybe you keep lifting those hips to feel a bit more mobilizing in the shoulders. We'll do 2 more, whatever variation you'd like to take. Hug, expand, and release. Here we go. Back to your downward dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale here. On your exhale, knee hugs towards chest. Let's do that a few more times. And last time, land into your pigeon shape. Send that back leg behind you, scissor. So you're feeling that energy and engagement. Here we go. Belly button leads. Inhale, dip. Exhale, press that shin into the floor there. Now I'm pretty light on my hands, so just kind of notice that option, how you can vary that a little bit. Now you guys go ahead and send maybe that hip out a smidge, just finding a different kind of angle to fan those tissues. Whew, last 3, maybe you want to interlace. That is some interesting sensation there. Pretty intense. Stay with me and lift. Oh, relax all the way down. Come back forward with those legs, shake it out. Now you guys, we're gonna roll down 1 vertebra at a time here. So slow, those hands can go out in front, reaching fingertips. Find each vertebra as you make your way down. Hands wherever they're happy. So maybe a hand on belly, hand on heart. And take a moment to feel into the heavy places that your body is meeting your mat. And allowing your breath just to become a bit smoother, a bit richer. That exhale to become a little longer. And then allow the arms to just rest by your sides. And we're going to take a little rhythmic body kind of shimmy, kind of floaty, kind of back and forth here. So begin to anchor your heels down into your space, and with a point and flex of your feet, see if you can find this movement happening through your whole body. So relaxing the spine, relaxing the head, and allowing this just rhythmic rocking of the body to soothe your nervous system. We'll take just a few more here, a few more moments, a few more kind of shifts and rocks. Eventually, slowing until your body finds stillness. And with the stillness of your body, can you feel into a stillness of mind? And within this stillness, attuning to your Heavenly Father. Author and pastor John Mark Comer says, "Our time is our life, and our attention is the doorway to our hearts." Where will you land your attention today? What will you allow through the doorway of your heart? And take a moment to find a word, a phrase, perhaps an image that comes to mind. And we'll use this as our anchor. We're going to step into centering prayer for 5 minutes to set the tone of your heart and with God living for your day. So simply allow your next few breaths to become a bit smoother, slower, and connecting to your anchor, that image, that word, that phrase, and let it settle into your body, your mind, and your heart. And whenever you notice that your thoughts start to come up, maybe there's a worry, a memory, a to-do list, anything that pulls you away from the moment and resting in divine presence, very gently return to your anchor. Repeat it and allow those thoughts to float by. Go ahead and we'll begin our 5 minutes and I'll close us in prayer. If you know you'd like more time, pause here. I will close this in prayer. God of mercy and grace, thank you for these bodies that we can attend to in so many powerful ways. Thank you for these minds that you have given us to explore and be curious about ourselves, to grow and expand and change. Amen.